Hey guys, it's Emma here and I have my final week 4 of my book advent calendar. It is Boxing Day today as I'm filming this. I hope you all had a great Christmas and got some awesome stuff. But let's just get into this, and this is, as I say, the last one. It's from the 19th to the 24th, which is Christmas Eve. So let's get into it. So book 19 is this one here, which is Hide by Lisa Gardner. Now I feel like I have read Lisa Gardner before and I did really like her, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. And it says, Annabelle Granger has spent her life on the run, her childhood a blur of new places and fresh aliases. Now 30 years old, she's living quietly in Boston until she opens the morning paper and finds herself declared dead. At an abandoned mental institute, the bodies of 6 girls have been discovered, and one of them is wearing Annabelle's locket. Working with Detective Bobby Dodge to unravel a decades-old riddle, Annabelle embarks on a desperate collision course with her past, where a killer has been waiting years to find her, and there's no place left to hide. So yeah, that was book number, 19? 19. And then the next day, which was the Monday the 20th, we've got a Stephen King book. Now, this is one that I own. I don't know if I have read it before, but I bought it up when they started doing the new covers for his books and I didn't like them, and I wanted all of the books that I'm going to own in my Stephen King collection to have all the same cover, so I bought them up. I think it was earlier this year, so I bought this one. So I can't remember if I've read it before or not, but I definitely wanted to give it a read, or again. So yeah, out of 24 books, having I think this is only the second one that I have or have read, so that's really good out of 24 books so far. The only thing is about this one, that I noticed something poking out of it the other day, and someone unfortunately has left a little bookmark thing. It says dad on it, and some kids clearly drawn this for their dad, and I feel so bad because I don't know who that is. I can't get it back to them. So yeah, I'm gutted about that. But yeah, so Stephen King Cell, so I'll read the blurb on the back. So it says, the event became known as the Pulse. The virus was carried by every cellular phone operating in the world. Within hours, those receiving calls would be infected. Clayton Riddle, a young artist, knows he has to reach his son before the boy switches on his phone and time is running out. So that was book 20. And then book 21 is Bane by Joe Donnelly. And it says, there is a town called Arden. Nestling in the Scottish hills, its tranquility masks a terrifying, chilling secret. There is a journalist called Ryan. Drawn back to Arden by forces he cannot comprehend, he is the victim of nightmares that seem all too real. Then there is the Watcher, who waits for whatever it is that sleeps beneath Ardmore Rock to wake and destroy. Gripped by a horror as ancient as night, Arden will become the gateway to ultimate evil, to a deadly legacy from the mists of the primeval past that will create a hell on Earth. And only Ryan, accompanied by a 10-year-old girl and a brain-damaged man, can stop it. So that sounded cool, and this seems like much more of a horror one again than crime. Obviously Stephen King as well. So then book 22 is What Lies Buried by Margaret Kirk. And it says, a missing child. 10-year-old Erin is missing, taken in broad daylight during a friend's birthday party. D.I. Lucas Mailer is desperate to find Erin, but will her abductor stop at only one stolen child? A 70-year-old murder. The discovery of human remains on a construction site near Inverness confronts Mailer's team with a cold case from the 1940s. Was Aeneas Grant's murder linked to a nearby POW camp, or is there an even darker story to be uncovered? And a killer who's still on the loose. With his team stretched to the limit, Mailer's hunt for Erin's abductor takes him from Inverness to the Lake District, and decades-old family secrets link both cases in a shocking final twist. So yeah, again, these all sound awesome. So I'm really looking forward to reading these all. I've only read 1, maybe 2 books so far out of all of them, but yeah, I'm just so excited to get into them all. So almost done now. So this would be 1923, book 23, and it is M is for Malice by Sue Grafton. So if you saw my video from, I think it was last week's one, I got Q is for Quarry, and this is from the same series, so this is for the letter M. So yeah, I've got 2 now, and I am really excited just to get into these to see what they're like. But it says, M is for Malik Construction, the $40 million company that grew out of the modest soil to become one of the big 3 in California. M is for the Malik family, 4 sons now nearing middle age who stand to inherit a fortune. 4 men with very different temperaments and needs, linked only by blood and money. 18 years ago, one of them, angry, troubled, and in trouble, went missing. M is for Milhon, now hired to trace that missing black sheep brother. And in brutal consequence, M is for murder. So yeah, that sounds awesome as well. And then they definitely saved the best, or at least the best looking, for last. So Christmas Eve, book 24 is this one. James Herbert, Once. Absolutely gorgeous, and it's a big hardcover as well. And it says on the back here, a scary tale of fair folks and evildoers, of lovers and erotic passion, of horror and belief. Written only for adults. That sounds awesome. So I'll just read you the front blurb bit here. It's a bit of a long one, but just settle in. So it says, remember the fairy stories you were told when you were a child? Tales of tiny, magical winged beings and elves, wicked witches and goblins, demons? What if one day you found they were true? What if, when you became an adult, you discovered that they were all based on fact? What if you met the fantasy and it was all so very real? That's what happened to Tom Kindred. The wonders were revealed to him, but so were the horrors, for not far behind the good, there always lurks the bad. And the bad had designs on Tom. The bad would show him real evil. He would see the hell hags and the demons. He would be touched by perverted passion and corruption, and he would encounter his own worst nightmare. The bad would seek to destroy him, and only the magic of the little beings would be able to help him. And then it says, Once, James Herbert's masterful new novel of erotic love and darkest horror will take you to the realm where fantasy and reality collide, where fairy tales really can come true. From Britain's #1 best-selling author of chiller fiction, this is James Herbert's finest novel to date. So yeah, I can't wait to get into this one as well. And there's actually a little map in here as well. I don't know if you can see that very well. But yeah, it looks really cool. As I say, this was book 24, so this was the big one to open on Christmas Eve. I was so excited to get into it, and it doesn't look like it's disappointed. It looks awesome. And again, there's some kind of thorns and detail here, but I don't know if you can see it in the light, but it might shine a bit. You might be able to see it. But yeah, so that is book 24. So I now have 24 books to read. And as I say, again, they are all in great condition. They are all second-hand used books, but they'll have all come in great condition. There's no major rips or tears or anything in any of them. But yes, that is my stack for week 4, for my final week of my book advent calendar. So yeah, that was it for this one, guys. I am done. I now have a lot of reading to do, so I'm going to head off. But any comments, pop them down below. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I will catch you next time, guys. Merry Christmas!